Welcome, Sagittarius, to your August 2017 love energy reading. So, we're going to tap into what you could be facing this month, and the 9 card spread is in the middle. The cards are on the left and right as clarifying cards, and this is the deck of Pictorial Key for those of you who would like to know. So, I feel like a lot of you are on the run. Doing a lot of energy, and the reason I say this is through the combinations of what I see here, but the sun being in Leo, that's activating your ninth house of mental exploration, long distance travel. There could be a lot of road trips, going to different events with friends, maybe even a move with driving, long road trips or short road trips. It just depends. But also learning different things, reading on different things, working on yourself still. Those energies are there. We start out though here. You have the Two of Cups reversed, and that's the indication, of the breakup. Someone not meeting up. You can't meet up with this person face to face, communicate right. There could be a distance between you two that could have caused a separation. Or I feel like if this is happening in the beginning of August, this is lingering energies coming from July, where you're still processing this particular scenario. That's right next to the Tower. The Tower, I feel, is something, an event that's coming in, that's happening. Sometimes it is divine intervention, helping you to remove yourself from a relationship that's become too heavy, too one-sided, too addictive, where the other person was addicted to you, vice versa. That energy needs to be cleared up so you can focus on other things, especially if it's something dealing with someone from the past. Now, it could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be. An earth sign energy is showing up here. I'll clarify why the Two of Cups is there, and you got the Nine of Pentacles. Usually that's an indication of the need to focus on your financial security and other obligations, doing things on your own, for the other person to go their separate ways, even for the time being. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's permanent. For some of you, it is. For others of you, it's a brief sift in the time right now so that you can do other things for yourself. I'm clarifying the Tower. I got the Three of Pentacles reversed. Not on the same page, not working together. Maybe a third-party situation where some of you have found out that either you or the other person was dealing with someone else. Then it became a competition. A lot of blunt words being said. Maybe this is someone that you had worked with, someone that you was attracted to, who was already in a marriage or relationship, and that was having you move on from that person. But maybe it's hard to let go of them right now. And even if it's something that's temporary, it's hard to let go. The Six of Swords is in reverse. A lot of you are needing to justify your own self, to embrace some more of your self-confidence, to re-up on that energy by letting this particular scenario go, stepping away from that relationship. If someone has broken up with you, let that be. Let that go and focus more on yourself. Even though that may be a bit hard, maybe the pull and desire to be around this person is very strong, and maybe a lot of you are losing your faith levels. It says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Independence. I feel the full moon lunar eclipse on the 7th of August will be activating your third house of communication. So more energy around maybe letters in the mail, learning something, writing books, reading books. A lot of traveling as well could be going on with that third house. Issues within your immediate environment. You're dealing with your mother, your siblings, brothers, moves around the home, relocation, those kind of things could be going on. A lot of talking. August the 21st, there's a solar eclipse, moon in Leo, that activates your ninth house as well. So big energy around traveling. That's why I feel maybe some of you may be still, stuck in a certain area. You're trying to move, maybe thoughts of traveling to go see someone. Maybe it's for school, a new job. Maybe someone was fired from a job or let go of, and they're trying to accumulate more money. If it's something that a project or something that you were working on that didn't go right, that is coming out, because we do have a few Pentacle cards that are here. Jupiter is direct in Libra all of August, activating your 11th house of friendships and dreams. So a lot of energy around your friendships, where the Ace of Swords is in reverse. This is a lack of communication, maybe with your partner, or friendships, that are there, I feel. And I clarify why the Ace of Swords is in reverse, which is usually an indication of a lack of communication or clear thinking, new ideas, new energy in relationships, two partners not able to understand what to do next in a relationship, not sure what to talk about, the spark being gone, someone lying. And the Page of Cups is there, and then you have the Four of Pentacles reversed. And because someone is not telling the truth or not willing to communicate to let you know, especially if you've been asking questions as to why did you break up with me, why did you move on, why can't we get things going, and this, because the Page of Cups is on the left, this could be an ex-partner. Maybe you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, someone that you had to let go of and then evolve into a newer relationship. Or maybe because this person was in a relationship, that energy is there. And for some of you who are just getting out of a tense breakup or marriage, I feel like someone is pursuing you, or you're pursuing that person, that could be flipped around, but it's still a need to reflect. But the Four of Swords is there to find your passion again, clear your head, clear your thoughts. You have a lot of swords here. The 6, you got the Ace, you got the 4, and then you got the 10 in reverse, which is usually healing. I'm asking, why is the 10 of Swords there? Because a lot of you are starting over, you're starting fresh. You're wanting to explore new territory. Maybe you have your freedom now. Maybe you feel like this is forever, that this separation is there with you and another person. Maybe you feel like that, and that's causing a lot of fear and torment within you. Or it's inevitable that something is over. You've come face to face with that, letting go of someone from your past. And that hurts, that realization, that pain is very sharp, and it triggers different things and emotions within you right now. But there is this other energy, I feel, of the 6 of Wands being there as an overall sense of your confidence level you're picking up. Look at the transition from top to bottom, and this has been happening for a lot of signs so far, of the transition as the 4 of Wands is coming through, of more stability as you start to pick up things. The 10 of Swords, then you got the Fool, starting fresh, excited to play, to start maybe a new relationship, to start over fresh with your partner. That renewed energy there for those of you who are in a marriage or relationship that you're working on. Celebration, celebratory energy there, where there could be renewal vows, the marriage, maybe the move, or if you've moved to a new location, maybe that's what it's going to take for you and your partner to come together, for you to move together. Maybe that's a big risk that some of you are taking. And you see that right next to the Star. A renewal of your faith levels and being optimistic. Things really are bright. Maybe towards the end of the month, you'll start to see these energies change, as the asteroid Charon will be retrograde in Pisces all of August, activating your 4th house of home and family. A lot of healing around the family environment. If things are not working out, a lack of communication, a lack of people understanding one another emotionally, those things will be addressed. Maybe there is some moves, or if you're living with someone's living with you, talk about those things, and there could have been some adjustments. Neptune also in Pisces all of August, and that's activating that same house, that 4th house. A lot of confusion around where to live, where to stay, whether or not you're with the right partner, if you're in the right marriage or relationship. Is this home or city the right place for me? A lot of confusion and assumptions, and It's to face your fears about these things until energy clears up, so don't assume. The Seven of Wands is right in reverse as the last card that is there, and I'm asking, why is that in reverse? You have Temperance reversed. This is your card, Sagittarius. You may be dealing with another Sagittarius, or just when we ask for certain things, a relationship or more obligations in career, they are really responsibilities as well. A lot of joy, a lot of things that go into it, but a lot of energy that needs to be given to the things that we ask for. And because there's so much going on, so much you have to do, so much busy energy in that ninth house of moving, which is your element. You like doing that, but it can be too much if you're not getting rest. If you are dealing with maybe more than one romantic partner, for some of you, if you have options, and it's good to see now that maybe some of you are single, that energy of someone reaching out to you, many people reaching out. Yeah, I love it, but it's too much. It's too, many questions to ask, too many things to do, too many places to go, people to see, those things, and getting very frustrated. And also, with your patience, even though this could be a scenario where some of you are around your friends and family and still away from your romantic partner, and dealing with that, but also feeling like things are not going to mold well with you and the person that you're separated from. And you deserve love. You are lovable. You may not be feeling that way, especially as the month unfolds, but you'll start to, feel that energy shift as Saturn is in retrograde in Sagittarius most of August. This is your sign, right in your sign, in your first house. How you're feeling about yourself. That's why I feel for a lot of July was very intense. I did the reading in July, which is a bit heartbreaking, but you have to be real about the energies that are to come out, and that what you experience. It could be many areas of your life, but my focus is on love life energy. So a lot of you could still be healing from a relationship or something that you need to let go of, and Saturn is here of doing better by yourself and hoping that others do better by themselves and you. And you have to take responsibility for making better decisions and choices to understand what you really don't like. Mercury goes retrograde in Virgo on August the 13th of 2017, activating your 10th house of career and public status. So a lot of reevaluation when it comes to your career focus, your job, your higher calling. It could be issues where you have some communication with a fatherly figure that you're around, a mentor or someone that may come into your life that could pop up. Retrograde energy does bring up people from the past. So there could be those kind of things. The father of your child, those kind of things could be coming up. Pluto will be retrograde in Capricorn all of August and has been since the 19th of April, activating your second house of money and possessions and earned income. A lot of aggression and passion in what you're working on, the things that you have to share within your household, the income that you're making. Maybe there's a lot of frustration about money not coming in enough or how it's coming in. If you're not being compensated enough, these issues may come up within your workplace. That's why the Three of Pentacles could be in reverse. There's some issues there potentially for some of you. So that's what could be coming up, I feel. And that Ace of Swords is usually, I went to that because it's like if someone is not being honest about another person or having someone else. I just did Scorpio, and this is the kind of energy that I was getting from them, that there's potentially another person that was there, and that is what caused a breakup or separation between you and another person or children. That energy is there for some of you. So I do feel like you have to just be aware of this, but there's a lot of good energy to come into as the month unfolds, not necessarily right at the beginning, but you can see that the transitions that a lot of you are making for sure. So overall, it does look good. All right. So I do hope that these messages helped you out this month. Lots of love, lots of light. And remember, if you would like a private or personal reading for your specific energy, you can go to my website, psychicloveheals.com, to schedule something for you. Have a good one, Sag.